of fuss has been made about the removal of a memorial in Franklin last week, so much so that a normal meeting tonight was so full of people that other people couldn't get in to tell trustees how they felt. Anjanette Levy is in Franklin Township for us tonight. And Anjanette, have they decided what to do with the memorial yet?
Not yet, Cammie, but the consensus seems to be among people here in Franklin Township and Franklin City officials that the marker should go back up somewhere. They just don't know where. We do have some answers to some questions tonight. First of all, we know that Franklin Township has possession of this marker and it's in storage in an undisclosed location, but it's not clear who owns the marker or the property where it once sat. But everyone who was at this meeting, with the exception of maybe about 10 people tonight, want that marker returned. There were more people in the parking lot during the Franklin Township trustees meeting than there were in the building. The fire code only allowed 49 people inside. Everyone here feeling passionately about the Robert E. Lee marker.
What they really represent is the Civil War. There was thousands of men died and fought for that war, and none of it had to do with slavery.
Loudspeakers were set up outside so people could listen to the meeting, but they didn't work. Inside, residents pleaded their case for the Robert E. Lee marker's return.
I like to say it is part of our glorious history. Our history it's got the good points in it. It's got the bad points in it, and it's got the ugly part in it.
City officials concede the spur-of-the-moment decision to remove the marker was wrong. Following the attack in Charlottesville, they feared protests.
When they heard that these people were going to come and besiege the town, supposedly, we don't know how big the crowd was going to be. We didn't need two groups clashing in Franklin.
Those who supported the removal of the Lee marker say if it has to come back, they don't want it on the side of the road.
I would prefer more of a museum situation where it can be shown in an unbiased way, where we can learn from it and we can have productive conversation.
So bottom line tonight, township officials and Franklin City officials want this marker to go back up somewhere. Just the question is when and where. There's been a lot of talk about the Daughters of the Confederacy actually taking back ownership of it, but right now there are still a lot of questions that township and city officials have to answer, and some private property owners have actually volunteered their yards to host the Robert E. Lee marker. Reporting live in Franklin Township, Anjanette Levy, Local 12 News. Cammie, back to you.
Anjanette, thank you. And as you just alluded to, the Daughters of the Confederacy placed that marker on Dixie Highway during the dedication of the highway in 1927.